Hey Zoe, I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane, got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games, man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light, see the light.
I'm going to be reading a quote from my book, I Bring Nothing to the Table. Question: why do men make me feel inadequate and incompetent when I don't have a job? And what can I say to them? Well, here's my answer. Tell them you don't need a job. You need a man that makes enough money for the both of you. How about that? Then they feel incompetent and inadequate all of a sudden.
Wait, what? Who?
What in the feast of Sam Hain is going on? Who is that? Who is that, Andy? Hold on, man. Is it gone? Can I hear it one more time? I gotta digest it.
I'm going to be reading a quote from my book, I Bring Nothing to the Table. Question: why do men make me feel inadequate and incompetent when I don't have a job? And what can I say to them? Well, here's my answer. Tell them you don't need a job. You need a man that makes enough money for the both of you. How about that? Then they feel incompetent and inadequate all of a sudden.
I feel myself hyperventilating. Wait, there's a book? The book is called I Bring Nothing to... Okay. So, I have so many friends, man, that are, on the clinical side of the game. I have a lot of friends that are on the spiritual side of the game, the metaphysical side of the game. And oftentimes, we will be so educated or we'll be so spiritual that we're no earthly good, meaning we don't know what's happening in the real world, in real time. This is what's happening on the Abraham Maslow foundational survival side of the game. This is why this particular series that my niece, Attila Phillips, crafted this week has been flying. There are people out there who ascribe to this belief system. I've never heard of a young lady, or maybe have we played any of those clips before? Because sometimes when it's too toxic, you know what I mean? It's hard for me to stay tapped in. Now, we're on episode 3 of this particular series. Okay, the relationship hustle culture series. How hustle culture impacts our perception on the reality of relationship with self and others. Now, tonight's episode. Oh my God, 1-800-920-1580. I am flummoxed. I'm just flummoxed. Anyway, tonight's episode, Miss Codependent. That's why I love her. An intriguing look at the profitability of performative neediness. Hold on. You mean tell me performative neediness? Is this like cognitive codependence? You know how like a narcissist has something called cognitive empathy, where they can pretend to be empathetic. They're actors of empathy. You're telling me that there's a fake codependent? Listen, man. First off, codependence is tough. It's like an addiction. But 1-800-920-15. Can somebody save me? Can somebody come in here and help me understand what's going on? What is performative neediness? And how does it differ from having genuine need? Man, is this what's happening in the streets? I need examples of performative neediness. Are they acting like codependents? I'm confused. When is the last time you heard me stumped? Right? When when was the last time you... Okay, here's some examples of performative neediness. Cognitive codependent? What? Cognitive neediness? Fake need? Sharing struggles on social media to gain likes and followers. Repeatedly expressing difficulties at work to avoid tasks or receive special treatment. Constantly seeking validation, such as fishing for compliments or reassurance. What? Using vulnerability to pressure or guilt others into doing something according to whatever they need, right? Yeah, I need you to do something. Why do people engage in performative neediness? This is going to be a heavy topic. Lord have mercy. Miss Codependence, that's why I love her. You mean to tell me there are men out there who want codependent women so that they can feel special or validated or, yeah, I like my woman to need me like that. Really? And then there are manhunters out there seeking these guys? Is this real? I need help here. Somebody come in and help. You never see me like this. Now, do you? You never see me like this. The reason why I'm like this is because I really don't understand that, or I don't understand how far relationship has devolved, right? Into this, I'm going to win and get whatever I want by any means necessary. This is a real lifestyle. It appears to be, right? Oh, goodness. Can we all take a minute to breathe? Andy, have you ever experienced this kind of Madness? Have you? I'm asking. You said yes? Oh my God. Andy, don't tell me that. Don't tell me that. I hope that's not the case. Let's get into it. Within the economy of modern intimacy, how many of us have unconsciously swapped authenticity for usefulness and presence for performance, right? Gosh. What we often call love operates less as a sacred communion and more like a covert contract with invisible ink that we really don't need pens to sign, right? One partner performs a need. The other performs indispensability. And underneath this mutual masquerade hides a truth few of us dare to even name. Performative need cells. They're out here in these streets. Not only to the one performing, but to the one watching, responding, and needing to feel needed in return. Dr. David R. Hawkins, you already know I'm going to the consciousness grid, calibrated the emotional vibration of true love at 500, a field characterized by non-possession, presence, and spiritual clarity. Not in these streets. Yet many relationships hover far below this consciousness level, this calculated consciousness level, right? Oh my God. Where do you think the average relationship is calibrated according to Dr. David R. Hawkins' consciousness grid? I would say fear and below. Fear is at 100 and everything below that is anger, apathy, shame, guilt. Oh, goodness. Right? Yet many relationships hover far below, entangled in energetic fields of fear, pride, and control. Hawking's work can be found, or his consciousness grid can be found in his book, Power versus Force, The Hidden Determinants of Human Behavior. Right? That's a very powerful book. It was Quincy Jones. He told me to get it. That was the first person that brought it to my attention. And I've been reading that book ever since. In these lower calibrations, Miss Codependent does not simply show need, she commodifies need. Do we still have that clip? Andy and Dizzle, do we still have that clip? Man, oh man, it's Chevitz. Because look, listen, I'm talking about exactly what can some, let me hear the clip one more time.
You're reading a quote from my book, I Bring Nothing to the Table. Question: why do men make me feel inadequate and incompetent when I don't have a job? And what can I say to them? Well, here's my answer. Tell them you don't need a job. You need a man that makes enough money for the both of you. How about that? Then they feel incompetent and inadequate all of a sudden.
Oh, Miss Codependent does not simply show need, she commodifies it. And earlier this week, come on, we talked about the corporate relator, right? They're trained by capitalist conditioning to extract worth through output, right? They don't respond from love, but from legacy wounds that whisper, you matter only when you fix, do, or save. Oh my goodness. Ross Rosenberg. You guys know I love Ross Rosenberg if you haven't gotten his book, right? The Human Magnet Syndrome, right? In his book, he describes this symbiosis as the human magnet syndrome, a magnetic pull between pathological narcissism and pathological self-sacrifice, the codependent. Rosenberg, right? The human magnet syndrome. both parties perform ancient scripts rehearsed in childhood. As Queen Afua reminds us, we often accept love in the form we first encountered it, even if it hurt. Straight out of her book, Sacred Woman. Thus, the one who performs need reenacts the original plea for attention that went unmet. The one who performs rescue enacts their childhood hope that usefulness might finally bring them unconditional regard. Carl Rogers. Yee. Performative neediness, then, functions not only as a psychological adaptation, but as a relational currency in hustle cultures, right? In the hustle cultures, it's the hustle culture's spiritual stock market, so to speak. All I gotta do is show up and tap dance. All I got to do is find out. Oh, Lord, don't tell me it's going down like that. All I got to do is find out who hurt him, what they did to him. Oh, if it was his mama. Oh, Lord, if it was one of his girls. All I got to do is undo through my fake performance. I got to make it believable. And he'll save me from the responsibility of being a human being. 1-800-920-1580. We about to get it cracking.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
What make you? Yeah.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we're proud to be celebrating 4 years on the air, but we know we could not have made it this far without you. We work hard every single day to curate conversations that will enlighten, encourage, and empower you. So, from all of us at KBLA Talk 1580, a big thank you for your love and support.
You don't know how much you mean to me.
And by the way, if your smartphone did not update automatically, be sure to download our brand new KBLA 1580 app. We think you'll love all the new features, including new ways to send us photos and video in real time, whenever news breaks, while we're on the air. It's a new dawn, a new day for KBLA Talk 1580, and we're glad you're on this journey with us.
You never turned away, you were right there. Thank you, thank you.
The following is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways with the purpose of soliciting sales of vacation ownership. For complete details, please visit fvgradio.com. If you want a 100% complimentary stay at a luxury resort in Cancun, airfare not included, then Family Vacation Getaways is your ticket to paradise. See website for complete details. We're giving away 5 days and 4 nights to the first 50 callers who can name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. An animal that lays eggs and is not a bird. Do you know it? Call now, 800-868-6431, 800-868-6431. You're also eligible for an exciting bonus vacation to Orlando, Florida for just $498. And don't worry about anything ruining your plans. We can extend your travel up to 18 months. Name an animal that lays eggs and is not a bird, and get a complimentary Cancun resort stay and an optional bonus vacation to Orlando for just $498. What are you waiting for? Call 800-868-6431, 800-868-6431, and give us your answer. The proceeding is not a contest and is a paid advertisement by Family Vacation Getaways and not sponsored by this program or its affiliates.
Hi, everyone. My name is Raquel Graham, and I have a big announcement to make. I have my own radio show. It debuts on KBLA 1580 on August 2nd, and it is called Entrepreneuring. I'm an inventor, a Shark Tank winner, entrepreneur for over a decade, and a proud mom of 2. I created this show because I know firsthand that entrepreneurship doesn't have just one look. Entrepreneuring celebrates what building a business really looks like. Big, medium, small, and micro. Some of us are running multi-million-dollar operations. Some of us are braiding hair in our kitchens. We're bakers, grant writers, laundromat owners, event promoters. Mark your calendars. Please tune in August 2nd, KBLA 1580 at 1 p.m. Pacific time. No question is too big or small. Let me know what you'd like for me to cover. See you then.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Say goodbye to yesterday. Say goodbye to yesterday. It only lasts for a minute. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. We're living in the present day. Yeah, living in the present day. Man, I'm just glad to be in it. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.
Say goodbye to yesterday, say goodbye to last year. This be the present, can't be living in the past here. Say goodbye to everything you ever thought was sacred. Living how you living, who'd have ever thought you make it? Say goodbye to honesty, say goodbye to purity. Say goodbye to confidence, wealth and security. Say goodbye to energy, youth and vitality. Say goodbye to everything, grounded in morality. This a new reality, say goodbye to memories. Now you in the club and you party with the enemies. Walking with the centipedes, now we on our last legs. Bent at the knees, a little boy from the past begs. Don't let it disappear, please don't let it go away. Say goodbye to talent as they write another throwaway. Everything blow away, bottom winds of change. Gotta say goodbye, but yo, it's feeling kinda strange. What's up? 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 What's up?
There's almost nothing more detrimental to a man than knowing that he's not needed, right? A man wants to contribute. You used the word service before. I would use the word contribute. A man feels purpose through his capacity to contribute to his partner, to his children, to his friends, to his family, to his community, to the world, etc. So when you get into a relationship with a man, if you're operating from that place of I don't need you, it's going to come through your behaviors, through your actions. And that narrative, that story is likely what pushes men away who want to lead.
Listen here. Oh, listen here. Could American culture have conditioned the majority of men to be chasers and fixers, which means the majority of men may have a societal, anxious, preoccupied attachment style when it comes to going after women? And could the reverse, their mirror? Could society have trained women to be dismissive, avoidant? Oh, gosh. How many times now? How many times? How many times have you been in a situation? The woman knew you liked her, right? Right? The woman knew you liked her, and you knew she wasn't really feeling you, but you kept showing up because maybe there was an opportunity, a chance. And were you breadcrumbed with every now and again a hello, a hi, or did you eat? Oh, my God. Knowing she ain't really checking for you. But every now and again, you good? Hey, how you doing today? Oh, she spoke. Huh? I'm asking because it appears that there is a real problem here and nobody is talking about it. If Carl Jung talked about the societal shadow, could this be one aspect of the societal shadow that men are conditioned to be fixers, protectors, providers, chasers? That's anxious, preoccupied. And a man is made by the acknowledgement of a woman. So that means the men in this society have a worthiness wound, and women know it. Uh-oh. Listen, I want to talk about it tonight. I don't. And now, I remember back in the day, sure, you had to do a little work. Sure, you had to do a little work. You had to show up right. You had to take her to dinner. You had to be respectful. You had to pull the chair out. You had to go to a nice restaurant. It was all the thing. I get it. But after a while, and you showed some consistency, the young woman would soften. And it was love. And it was, hey, I like him. He's got a great personality. And then there's a connection, a spark. Now you're telling me there are people out here purposely performing nice or service, like if I give him whatever that wound was, and they're reading, I'm telling you now, they're reading Attached by Levine, they're reading John Bowlby, Mary Ainsworth, they're reading, and they're doing witchcraft, listen, come on, man, they're out here performing the nurturer in order to be taken care of, because they know that there's a brokenness in men. It seems that we have callers. It seems that this topic has triggered the soul of folk. When we come forward, the voice of reason, I'm going to the phone line to see what the nation has to say.
Clear-minded thinking and sobriety. Say goodbye to yesterday. This is our society. Say goodbye to innocence. Say goodbye to pride. Everything that make up who we are, we try to hide. Hide behind the fake and now our fate is on the fringes. We just want to turn up now and ride around in Benzes. Say goodbye to when we knew exactly who our friends is. Say goodbye to all the kings, queens, and all the princes and the princesses. Say goodbye to all the songs with heartfelt words up in their messages. Yeah.
Forward, don't look back now. No telling what the rain long as the sun come back.
Relationships. Got you confused? Need some straight talk? This is where you get the unfiltered truth about love, relationships, and everything in between. He breaks down relationship dynamics with no-nonsense wisdom and practical advice that actually works. Tackling the questions you're afraid to ask and giving you the answers you need to hear. You're inside the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Former Vice President Kamala Harris is officially ruling out a run for California governor. In a statement, she said she gave it serious thought but decided not to enter the race. Harris says her focus for now will be on supporting Democrats nationwide rather than holding elected office. The announcement keeps speculation alive about a potential presidential run in 2028. Shannon Sharpe is out at ESPN just weeks after settling a rape lawsuit. The network reportedly ended the deal, though Sharpe denies any wrongdoing, calling the suit a shakedown. And the D.C. Council is back continuing hearings on the Commander Stadium proposal. Tuesday's 14-hour session saw hundreds speak, some eager to bring the team back for the perks, others worried about being left out. Black Mayor Muriel Bowser and team reps will testify. The council's first vote is set for Friday and needs 7 yes votes to move forward. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
Is your concrete cracking? Is your uneven walkway dangerous? Do you need to level that concrete porch or patio? Contact Groundworks, the concrete lifting experts. Riverside, get your free inspection today. Learn more at groundworks.com.
Hey man, hey, what's up, bro? What's that station you listening to? Oh man, you don't know? That's Talk Radio, KBLA 1580 AM. Check it out. 1580 KBLA AM. 1580 Talk Radio. Progressive.
At KBLA Talk 1580, we're celebrating our 4th anniversary, and this track right here is the gift one of our devoted listeners presented to us.
Where you get some information, get a true education to know. Ooh, yeah. 1580.
How cool is that? Having a member of our KBLA delegation write us a song. Stop it! Our listeners love us and there ain't nothing we can do about it. Wouldn't want to. Thanks to Cardell and everybody else for turning on KBLA Talk 1580. We love you right black.
KBLA 1580 Talk Radio.
with Zoe Williams, the VOR, and I know you're tired of pretty gyms with pretty lies, where people seem to scroll more than they sweat. Well, it's time to level up. Welcome to Huff and Puff, where excuses die and champions rise. Smack dab at 1221 North La Brea on the corner of Fairview. This ain't a photo shoot, it's a battleground. Certified achievers in the game. Trainers who grind with you, not post pictures beside you. Whether you're chasing your next personal record or just trying to outrun your past, this is your sanctuary of sweat. No mirrors, no filters, no fluff, just pain, passion, and purpose. Stop talking, start training, huff hard, puff loud, be legendary. Where folks go to war with their weaknesses. Huff and Puff.
I can't believe how spotless my floors look after using the Swiffer Power Mop. No more dragging around a heavy mop and messy bucket. Now I get the same deep clean without all the work. Thanks to the powerful solution and scrubbing pad of the Swiffer Power Mop, dirt and grime don't stand a chance, and I don't break a sweat. Mic drop. Mop drop.
Swiffer Power Mop. Swiffer Power Mop.
A smarter way to mop. Try it or your money back.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. If you need help getting your resume in order, finding job training, or landing a job, we've got 3 great options for you. First, the City of Los Angeles has WorkSource centers across the area offering free job support. The California Workforce Development Board can help you with everything from GED prep to vocational training at no cost to you. On the federal level, the Department of Labor's American Job Centers offer a full range of services for job seekers and businesses alike. Visit careeronestop.org, or for more info, just call California's Help Center or visit cwdb.ca.gov or call 916-657-1440. For the City of Los Angeles programs, go to ewdd.lacity.gov or call 213-744-7300. All these services are free to help you get your next job. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
You're my love star. What we gonna do, baby? You're my love star. What we gonna do, baby?
I'm on what you on too? I'm the sun god, let me warm you. Out of my size, the Lord formed you. Love star, I was born to adorn you. Fragrance is patience. Weak and major in communication, relating like cousins. Though we kissing though, love can be sick or medicinal. A doctor of it, you got to love it. God body language, I be spitting while we touching. In your ear with something that ain't clear. On your inside it appear, so somehow you're here. I'm saying, I wanna stay inside. They say that I'm deep, I'ma go way inside of everything you are, cause everything you are is my love star.
You're my love star. What we gonna do, baby?
Narcissists are all about manipulating you to meet their needs. Narcissists don't know how to love people, they just know how to use people. Now, in their minds, they're being loving because they're giving, they're kind in the early days. But what they're really doing is grooming you. They're giving to get. They're playing a long game where I'll give till I've got past their defenses and their guards, and they trust me, and then I'll get.
Pause it. I'm sorry. Don't listen. It is no measure of health to be fully integrated into a sick society. You mean to tell me society, because we're so focused on technology, right, that spiritual stuff is woo-woo and not real, right? It's woo-woo. It's not really real, right? So we live in a society that's so toxic that it is producing a culture, men and women, of groomers. We're out here grooming each other through manipulation for what we didn't get from early childhood. Go ahead, finish it.
Give till I've got past their defenses and their guards, and they trust me, and then I'll get. So that is the manipulation that happens inside of a narcissist. Now, to help you understand that, when a person has a lot of shame deep down that they've never acknowledged, they're pretty sure that if people get to know them, nobody will ever want to meet their needs. So the only way they can get their needs met is not to express them, but to learn how to manipulate people to meet them.
Hey! And then if you study attachment theory, what are they saying in attachment theory? Anybody with an insecure attachment style has been conditioned since childhood to manipulate to get what they didn't get from their primary caregiver. So now we got something out here. My niece is wild. Her generation is gone. My niece is wild. She gave me this topic. Performative neediness then functions not only as a psychological adaptation, but as a relational currency in hustle culture's spiritual stock market. Babette Rothschild's trauma research reveals that the body remembers what the mind forgets. The body remembers is the name of the book. Go get it, go get it, go get it. If I learned early that my emotions overwhelmed my parents, I may perform sanitized versions of those feelings and emotions and expressions in adulthood to avoid rejection. Because the first person to reject me was the caregiver because they couldn't handle the full emotional spectrum of my expression. Like, I want to, no, not in here. We don't do that here. What if your mama gave you the Black Panther, the T'Challa? No, we don't do that here. Huh? I'm your kid. It's not safe at the crib. Yes, it's not. If I internalize the idea that love means earning, not receiving, I may never risk authentic need, only the appearance of it. And in this transactional loop, care becomes code, love becomes leverage, and presence disappears beneath my immaculately curated performance. Oh, because this is the performance of my life. I have a chance to get what I didn't get in childhood. Oh, my goodness. Krishnamurti warned, to observe without evaluating marks the highest form of intelligence. Through E Prime's lens, we might translate this into I observe how I feel when my partner appears to need me, but I avoid labeling this as love. That's general semantics, right? It challenges us to unhook from identity fictions like I am the giver, and instead examine how such roles serve our survival needs. If I find identity in being indispensable, you think because you're the greatest provider in the world that she won't cheat or he won't cheat? Come on, man. Have I hidden my unworthiness behind my generosity? Oh, my goodness. The inverse of that is, what if she's only with you for your generosity? You're pretty much not very interesting. You still deserve love, though. Oh, my God. We must also ask, Who profits from this performance? As Pima Chodron, right, notes, compassion becomes real when we recognize our shared humanity. The book, When Things Fall Apart. Do you see that? Compassion becomes real when we recognize our shared humanity. Man, Zoe Williams been telling y'all forever. I've been saying it forever. You're with a whip, a work in process, a human being. We don't know how to be with human beings. We know how to be with end results. We date potential, and we pray to God that the potential manifests because we're with you for the end result. Why do you think people are walking around here talking about this ain't what I signed up for? I thought you signed up for me. Oh, you're not worth that much. You're just in position to give me what I really want. Oh, my God. We got callers on the line. Let's get him in here. Oh, no. Hold on. One more. Just one more, and then we going full out callers. And we're going to start with Baltimore. We got Baltimore, Dallas, Denver, and Hawaii on the line right now. When we come forward, callers all the time.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes.
Founded in Los Angeles in 1986, litigation powerhouse Quinn Emanuel has deep roots in the Los Angeles community. Since 2007, we have litigated some of the largest fires on the West Coast. We are proud to be the only AmLaw 100 firm in the country to represent wildfire victims, giving affected individuals, families, and businesses the same focus and individualized attention we devote to our Fortune 500 clients. BTI Consulting has repeatedly recognized Quinn Emanuel as among the 4 law firms in-house counsel least like to oppose in any litigation, and we are often deemed the most feared. And after securing over $80 billion for our clients in various matters firm-wide, we understand why. If you have been affected by the recent wildfires in Altadena and the Palisades and would like to discuss your situation further, please contact wildfire support at QuinnEmanuel.com or call us at 213-443-3050. Quinn Emanuel is proud to sponsor Conversation Live Altadena Rising with James Farr on KBLA Talk 1580.
Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee future outcomes.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-729-7070. That's 1-800-729-7070. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-729-7070. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com. Ron had a tax problem he just couldn't handle on his own.
I owed the IRS taxes for over 5 years, but I didn't have any money to pay the taxes.
Those years cost him dearly.
Most of it was fees and interest. It was horrible.
Ron finally called in the pros.
I called Optima Tax Relief, and boy, am I happy I did.
The leading tax resolution firm, Optima, is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. They've resolved over $1 billion for their clients. Ron was overjoyed.
They settled my account with IRS. I was ecstatic. They are a lifesaver. They are. I am so happy.
Take Ron's advice and call Optima now for a free consultation.
Yeah, don't do like I did and wait. Call Optima Tax Relief. Do it now. You'll be ecstatic like me.
Call 800-919-9077. 800-919-9077. 800-919-9077.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You know you want some more. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
be honest, man, I'm a kind of fan. I thought of rap as a quarterback in the promised land. I was fit to be leading teams to a victory. I was picked to be all pro, I can sure flow. Let me break down the name of the game and explain all the rules, cause I ain't playing the same. No limp, but I came with a cane and 2 G's when I came in, trying to get my name in the game. The hood that I claims where fame in them came, and cats got robbed if they came in them chains. Ain't much change but the size of the guns. We still on the rise for the funds, trying to make a buck. Green paper with the face of oppressors, and still gotta wait for our blessings. That's no mistake.
Why is it we all so desperately want to be loved?
Because we are so desperately empty, lonely.
But you say that loving on the whole is more important than being loved.
Yes, of course, obviously, which means one must understand this emptiness, this loneliness in oneself. So the question of love is really an extraordinary thing, because a mind that's frightened obviously cannot love.
Wait, hold on. We gonna play this Krishnamurti clip again. So I got to get to these callers, but we're gonna play this. Did you hear? A mind that is frightened obviously cannot love. You know how many people out there scared in their relationship right now? Oh, I love you, baby. No, you don't. You're performing that. You're just saying it because that's your line. You're reading lines in the bed with me. It's yours. I've always cared about you. You matter to me. You better say that, because if you don't, oh my God. Play it. Just
a mind that is self-concerned with its own ambitions, greeds, fears, guilt, suffering, has no capacity to love. A mind that is divided in itself, that lives in fragments, obviously cannot love.
Come on, man. Divided in itself, the shadow versus the mask, Carl Jung, individuation, becoming whole. You know how many fragments are in long-term relationships right now? Oh, my God. And people out here judging psychologists and clinicians because they might not be in a relationship, but they actually went to school and studied the science of relating. So maybe they're not in a relationship because they see the fragmentation in all the damn people around them. Oh, goodness. Let's get the callers in here. Andre, Baltimore, it's your time to shine. Holla at me.
Yo, Zo, can you hear me okay?
I can. What's the deal, bro? What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Yo, it's funny. So just to quantify, and real quick, Zo, I just want to say, yo, bro, I've been following you since Foxhole days. Yo, I'm proud of you, bro. Great growth, great knowledge, always spitting the truth, bro.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. And no profanity, as my engineer just reminded me.
No.
All right, we good.
I'm not going to do that. But yo, I was just talking. So professionally, I'm an accountant, and I'm also a certified life coach. And I was just having a conversation with some people at my job, and I had this concept where I call people posture predators. Ooh. Right? Ooh. We're in this space where everything is predatory. Everything has a predatory nature. And I said to a group of women, I said, well, what about y'all having y'all, you know, when a female cat is in heat, she put that tail up. She postures herself to get what she needs, right? In that case, it's a physical reaction. But there's also posture predators running around, literally utilizing men's weakness for providing, right? Our provision has been turned into a weakness.
Wow.
So now, as the female, I'm going to turn into a posture predator. I'm going to put myself in position around these men that I can see that they're longing for a true relationship, but I'm not going to give them that. I'm just going to posture predator myself in his space so I can utilize his resources, his time, and his energy.
Wow.
And because I'm only posturing myself, I can do this again later on because it didn't take anything away from me.
I know you got more. Come on now, don't
I
you
just didn't
cooking?
want to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go in. I didn't want to.
Hey man, you in here now? You up in here? Come on, what we doing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then to add to that, especially for black people, there's a historical context involved with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we were literally the backbone of how the country was built,
Right.
but in the same time beaten to tell you ain't build nothing, and then lied to,
Right.
right?
Right.
And the whole time our companion, who is the woman, is watching these processes.
Right.
Now, by contraindication, you cannot help but to absorb some of this negativity if you're a woman.
Right. Absolutely.
And by self-preservation as well.
Right. Yeah.
So later, we fast forward 550 some years later, she's utilizing the same tactics that the master used on the dang on field.
Eesh. Yes, but we got to see it as bidirectional because as black men, we have also incorporated a lot of toxicity because of that unhealed, unrequited, unacknowledged trauma, right? There's a lot of it still in us too, and we just have different adaptations, different methodologies of how we weaponize that unhealed brokenness towards each other. It's a mess, bro, but this is where we live.
Absolutely. And men are also, like you said, we flip the game and we become posture predators when we go get the Cadillac truck.
Come
when
on.
all we wear is Jordan.
Come on.
When we get the new Gucci belt.
You got a $600 belt and you got a $600 belt and $200 in your account. But keep going.
Exactly. And then we also posture ourselves to make it seem like we got more than we really got.
Right.
Because the financial aspect is one thing, but the mental, social, and emotional aspect is a whole different ballgame.
Right.
So I'm going to pretend I got a lot by showing everything I got financially. But once you crack that seal and you get to me emotionally, a lot of these dudes turn out to be tricks. We had a song that, Chris Brown came out with.
Slow down, brother.
I'm sorry, brother.
You trying to tell me
sorry.
that the car is bait, the belt is bait?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We're all posture. There are posture predators. That's why I came up with it, because they have a predatory nature to get what they need. But once you get them, and here's the way you expose posture predators. It's this simple. No is a complete sentence.
How about it?
So if you know you got a woman that you kind of feeling like, man, she might be using me. There's going to come a time where she's going to need something from you. So she's going to posture predator her way into your space.
Flirt to convert.
And let her do her song. You let her do her song and dance.
Right.
After the dance is done, you close the curtain and tell her no.
Yes.
You'll see the real colors come out. Yeah. You will see the real colors. Those posture predators will reveal themselves every single time.
Wow. Come on, brother. You don't call enough, man. What in the world?
Listen, bro. Yeah, I gotta start jumping in here more, man. I be listening to you, but I don't be jumping in. I gotta start jumping in here more. Though,
you got to get up in here, brother. Guess what you just did, though?
What's that?
You brought Baltimore in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me. 1-800-920-1580. Let's get Julian from Dallas, Texas up in here. Julian, what's cracking, brother?
What's cracking? Alafia, my brother.
Alafia. Tell me, man, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
Man, it's hitting home, all of the words and all of the concepts. So what the brother before said on the posture predators, I like to say is weaponized entitlement. And aside from weaponized entitlement, we got men and women in today's culture basically battling ideals like Pokemon, trying to fix them against each other to see which one is going to battle them out based off of whatever needs they perceive that they want, and trying to get the other person to do the heavy lifting on whatever insecurities that they may have. And I experienced that recently.
I'm listening, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, so one of the biggest things that I experienced as of recent aligned a lot what he was saying. You'll learn a lot about a person based off of when you tell them no, the true colors come out. And a lot of times the relationship will start getting threatened, in my experience, based off of whether or not you're ready to perform or not.
Wait,
and
stop.
What's crazy.
Stop. You right there. What are you here for if you can't do what I need you to do? Didn't Iyanla Van Zant say the same thing? We have turned black men, or men in general, into human doings instead of human beings. Stay right there. Don't go nowhere, brothers. Don't go nowhere. We on complete fire. When we come forward, the voice of reason. I'm going back to the phone lines.
This is sacred ground and y'all running the pipeline. Trying to funnel in these frauds in front of men. I was right there with the blank stare when you brought them in. Man, this shit is competitive. And your best what you better give, can't let them live. Yo, I'm sure there's more than what you were playing for. Life's pain, you gotta try to withstand more. Feel the power and try to follow the landlord. Count your blessings, learn the lessons of man, Lord. Yeah, learn the lessons of man, Lord. Feel the power and try to follow the man, Lord.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Amber Payton with BIN News Now. Former Vice President Kamala Harris is officially ruling out a run for California governor. In a statement, she said she gave it serious thought but decided not to enter the race. Harris says her focus for now will be on